Good morning, it's Simon again. And inevitably, I'm going to talk at some point about this subject, and today is the day I've decided to do it. DEI. And for those of you that were living in a cave for the last God knows how long, that's the acronym, the initials meaning diversity, equity, and inclusion. So this is an ideal that was set up some time ago to address the issues that have occurred, I would think probably predominantly with race in the first place. So there's always been a problem with racial inequality in the world. And something had to be done about that. But there's also the issue of things like equity between men and women doing the same work, not being paid the same. And inclusion, I would think, probably includes things like sexual orientation. People should not be excluded because of what they feel about themselves and decide to call themselves. However, as often happens with these good ideas, these ideals, if you like, is that there is often a problem that occurs along the way where some people take it too far, and unfortunately that's the case. We're now seeing, instead of diversity, we're seeing divisiveness. Instead of inclusivity, we're seeing exclusion. And instead of inclusion, as I say, we're seeing exclusion. The equity part, we are still seeing a lack of equity in a lot of places, but people are taking it too far. For instance, there are occasions, many occasions, and these have been picked up in various places where it's not realistic to expect male and female to be treated the same. So obviously heavy lifting work is almost always going to be more suited to men than it is to women. Yes, there are women, and I'm not talking about trans women, I'm talking about genuine women who have a strong constitution, have a strong physical nature to them, but they are in the minority. And of course, there are men who are not, who are obviously not suited to hard physical labour. I'm not talking about those people. And on the other side of it, a male fashion model is almost certainly not going to attract the same sort of income as a female fashion model. And let's face it, it's just the market. It's the market that's defining that. It's not people's decisions to say, well, you're a male model, I'm not going to pay you as much. It's honestly the value of that person in the market they're in. So great strides have taken place, but at the same time, I think we do need to step back sometimes and look at whether we are going too far with the tenets of this ideal of diversity, equity, and inclusion, and going in the opposite direction to where we should be. Thanks for listening. See you again tomorrow. Bye.